Hello class, in this lecture video I'd like to take you through all of the different training resources that are going to be available to you this semester. Good news is that these are all free, and I think that you can learn a lot from all of these sites in this class and then also moving forward as well. So first off, obviously I'm going to be giving you tutorial videos week by week as we go along in the semester. But I'm also going to use this w3schools.com site as a type of a textbook for you. So I'll assign you links here, starting with the HTML and CSS. So what I think is nice about this site is it gives you these try-it-yourself examples. So if I go to either Learn HTML or just click on this Try It Yourself right here, I'm at w3schools.com. If I click Try It Myself, this gives you a little browser-based text editor. Now this is just strictly for practice, but you could copy and paste this into your text editing program, whatever you're using, and use it as a start. But if you just want to try it out and see what happens, so if I say, well, this is a heading right here and a paragraph, if I change this to, let's say, H3, then I close H3, and then I click Run, you can see that it shows me exactly what it's doing. So there's really not much multimedia on this site. You'll use other sites for the video, the tutorials, but this is a really good resource and reference site. So we're going to use this every week, and I'll assign you different links from w3schools.com. Now there's a site you might have heard of. It's called lynda.com. It was originally started by Linda Weinman probably about 25 years ago, and it started out as design, like Photoshop, and they had textbooks that went with it. And then it evolved to include all kinds of things. There's business-related tutorials, web development, photography, design. You can even learn drone photography or jazz piano now. And it's typically like $30 a month. But LinkedIn purchased it a couple years ago for something crazy like $2 billion. And they started this program with public libraries around the country. There are thousands of public libraries that give you free access to this site. And it's 100% free. It gives you all the resources, the references, the tutorials. So take advantage of this while you can. I mean, I assume at some point they'll probably quit offering free access to it. But I'll show you how to get into this website, and then you can check it out. Now, I'm not going to assign much from this site because I feel like when I've done that in the past, it can be a little bit overwhelming to give you my tutorials plus the W3 Schools plus lynda.com. I get students contact me and saying, well, I don't know what to do. I got too much here to work on. So this is just going to be a resource that I will recommend that you get access to and start learning on your own. But I'm probably not going to assign much from it in this class, but I do in other classes. So to get access to it, you do not go directly to lynda.com. You go to your public library site. Now, not all public libraries have access to this, but I've been using it for about the last 3 or 4 years, and I've never had a student unable to get access to it. Again, I'm not requiring this right now, but I do require it in other classes from time to time. So, for example, if you are living anywhere in Kentucky, you can get a Lexington Public Library card. This gives you access to it. Sometimes I'll have students up in Ohio. You can go through the Cincinnati Public Library. So usually the large public libraries around the country, and some smaller ones too, if you get a public library card, you can get access. I'll show you how it works. I'm on the Lexington Public Library's website. I go to Collections here. It's a pop-up. Go to Databases. Click on lynda.com right here. It's a portal. And then you use your library card, log in, and your PIN. And that's what you get. This is all free. Now, I think if you're outside of certain counties, it might be like $5 or $10 to get a library card, but most of the library cards are going to be free, obviously. And now I'm in there, so I have full access to this site that's normally like $40 a month, and then I can start building my playlist. So if I go to, I've got all kinds of playlists on here, and if I pick, let's say, IMD 133. You can see how many different training resources there are, and these are really nice. And a lot of them are updated, they're up to date, and you can see what these are like. So these are similar to what I will create for you, but they're even better. So if you want to get in there and check out some of these, you're welcome to do that. So that's accessing lynda.com. Again, it's a really valuable resource to use moving forward as well, because you're always going to have to teach yourself as the technology changes. And then a couple of other sites that I'll recommend just for reading and resources. There's a listapart.com, and this is good for articles concerning web development. And then there is smashingmagazine.com. So those are the resources that I'm recommending right now to get you started, and that's a lot of material, and so don't want to really tell you to access any more than that right now, but this is what you want to use to get started, especially if you're new to the field. It's nice to go onto these sites and just read some articles and see what they've got on here, and they do have tutorials as well. And then we're going to be using my tutorials plus the W3 schools, and then later on in the semester I may recommend some lynda.com courses to work on as well, but this will be enough to get you started this semester.